Hello and welcome into Divine Disbelief. I am Nathaniel.
And I'm Susan. Today, we are reading some of the FFRF's crank mail.
Unmute myself. See, these are the things you come to expect from Divine Disbelief. Anyways, we are here. So welcome in again. Crank stuff, crank mails, crank mails. We read these on a fairly regular basis when we get them. By the way, you can see the green screen we use is behind us, some of the lighting we have. If you look really close at Susan's glasses, you can see the lighting in front of us. And by the way, it's a lot.
It's a lot of lighting.
We do have a bit of a brand new setup this evening as well, complete with microphones and everything. Let's make sure.
We're making sure that this one sounds good too, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, I think it sounds great, but I can't hear it, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
And we've done testing with this, but as is always the case, we don't know what it sounds like live because we produce the show, executive produce the show, Sharon Stone the show. That's a callback to a joke you guys didn't know from earlier, and all of that. So before we get started, by the way, I wanted to mention. Obviously, we have some very real issues in the country with racism and with violence and with maltreatment of people attempting to come here to have better lives and with firearms. This is a fun time for us to do this, and it's a nice distraction for us. But we have a lot to work on and a lot to fix. And how many more times are we just gonna sit back and say, oh, you know what, politicians lie, that's what they do, or people are gonna shoot each other no matter what, or maybe they should, maybe we'll work on immigration at some point. This is something that we have to focus on, and we will. For tonight, we want to do something that makes us laugh. We do not read these in advance. We never do.
Yeah.
And she finds them. She finds page 9.
Yeah.
And that is you now. If you want to go over.
All right. So I'm going.
Well, don't.
No.
Because now I'm further away.
Uh-huh.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Go over like what we do, like how we read these.
Okay. So pretty much every month, I'm pretty sure it's every month. I don't think we've skipped any months recently. We get the FFRF's Free Thought Today. It is their newspaper. It also comes in PDF form. Become a member of the FFRF. It's a great organization. They get hate mail. They get a lot of hate mail through their website, through ffrf.org. So we really like reading these much verbatim and how they intend their inflection to be. And like Nathaniel said, we don't read them ahead of time. So this is a cold read. But it just goes to show how great actors we are. I'm just saying, we're pretty great at it. So I'm starting out, right? Okay, great. So this one, this one is entitled This Month's Joke TV Show. I want to point out first, this is in all caps.
Ooh.
So this is going to be a yeller.
I should point out, all caps is my favorite because I yell it. If you heard that, that was, I'm not quite done opening this bottle yet, and it's like, so, but I just wanted to mention that. Susan, go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, this month's joke TV show. Secular Jews! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Okay, you want freedom from religion. What a gross bunch of scumbag lying scoundrels! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Your main alliance is with secular? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question. You get the idea. What a joke! Change will come and you scum liars can go with your secular bedmates. What scum! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. That one is from Elliot Raj. Thanks, Elliot. Like and subscribe.
I almost unmuted my mic. Did you? That's just, the things that you do. And again, we do not read these in advance. I promise. We have no reason to lie to you. No. It is, right?
Maya.
Yeah, Maya has welcome in. And last night, I remember mentioning this to somebody. And by the way, brain bug as well, fully vaccinated. That is so great to hear and to see. I am fully vaccinated as well with my one vaccine. If you watched the video 2 days ago, you saw that. And then Susan is twice vaccinated, so she's double immune or something.
Team Moderna.
But I was mentioning that because yesterday I was going through the script, remember, and I was reading about Easter yesterday, and I saw somebody put in the chat, "Does he even read the comments?" And I was reading the script, and remember what I said? I was like, yeah, I see all of your, or does he even look at or respond to the comments? I said, yeah, I read all your comments. And then that was it. And I said, man, maybe I'm good at this whole podcasting thing. There is, by the way, a headline in here that's on here, and it says, FFRF humbles Texas school district. The funniest thing,
Is it humble Texas?
I really hope that it is! It's humble Texas. So the H is silent, by the way. Much like the heat in hell. And it doesn't exist. And Humboldt Independent School District in Texas has conducted extensive First Amendment training with staff after complaints of a church state violation from an area resident alerted that a local religious group called Covenant on Campus team was granted access to the classrooms at Park Lakes Elementary School to leave messages on the students' desks. Elementary school. See, high school, that's one thing. Elementary schools. Brendan Johnson said from the FFRF said, "What the fuck you doing?" And the district's legal representation was like, "My bad, yo." So that is maybe one of the better headlines I've ever read.
Yeah.
Because I know we were both hoping, because we don't read this in advance, and that wasn't a crank mail. I just happened to see it. We were just hoping that it would be that school district. And the school district, of course, is north of Houston.
Yeah.
My turn. This one is entitled "Stop Praying." All right. Well, I guess I'm done reading. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna drop it down a notch or two because I could see it was going into the yellow a good bit. This one's not in all caps. Darn it. This says, if you do not want people praying at Osceola County school board meetings, then you are what is wrong with this country. Jackson Treadle? Triadle. Treadle.
Eh, eh.
I I don't even like.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was an exclamation point and everything, but I mean, they have a lot of definitions about what's wrong with this country and who is causing it. So
That's a very true statement. Very true statement. I'm getting the long ones. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
I'm
I didn't see it.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. This one is entitled Evidence.
I don't know if the camera could, or the. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, yeah, I saw a little glitch. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out what the syntax is supposed to be in the sentence.
Ooh,
There is no God isn't evidence based at all and can't ever be disproved. There is no God and everything created itself, please, that defies the laws of science, the laws of thermodynamics, evolution, atheism, a pipe dream, a fantasy for grown is who don't want the truth because they want wickedness. There's people smarter than these clowns who have literally tried to disprove scriptures and ended up receiving Jesus Christ as their personal savior. Jesus died for our sins, was buried, and rose again the third day. Fact! All caps. The leaders hated him, yet they never found even a nail of his, but an empty tomb. Love, Christopher Rathman. They don't ever say love. They don't. I just want to let y'all know.
So, um, let me let this. What's that person's name?
Christopher Rathman.
Hey, Christopher, I've recorded a couple of videos about this, and please feel free to go watch them. Thanks for your letter comment thingy. Well, I mean, you didn't send them to me, but if you want to, whatever you want to send to me, I will read it. Like, as long as it's not, like child pornography. Look, not all of us are Matt Gates, okay? Allegedly.
Damn.
Allegedly. We got the Venmo receipts, Matt. Ahem. This one is, I can only say this in I can only say this in Southern because it's now is the entire I just saw the title for the next one too. You're so lucky. Because I don't know like what it's where this person is from, but just the title alone makes me read it in Southern.
Okay.
And it is called Our Rats.
Our Rats.
Yeah, Marats. And here it goes. In my best, which state?
Southern.
Like Southern Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham.
Mm-hmm.
I said Joe Biden was a good man. I did say that. I kind of choked up saying it. He did back in like 2015.
Oh yeah.
All right. See, I gotta speak all nice and slow, like.
You're sounding a little McConaughey-ish.
You know, who knows where he's from? You do have the freedom to be in our wonderful country. We do too. We don't tell you what to believe in, and you have no right to tell us what we can do here in our country. If you don't want God to be in your life, that's fine. He doesn't make you do that either. Either. What do they say? They say in South Carolina. Either. Either. Are you sure? That sounds like more. Look at this. Is my favorite thing about this. Either. Either. Lemonade. Johnny.
Lemonade.
If you don't want to pray during a game whatever you're at that praise, that's fine. But don't push your stuff on us.
Oh, honey.
I am so sick of you coming in and pushing your ways on us. I'm laughing at my own quite obvious jokes. You choose not to believe because believing is a choice. Satan believes in God and he trembles. Your choice. Don't bow your head. Linda Rentmeester. Dearly, South Carolina E. I don't know, how do they sign letters in South Carolina? Racist. There's so much irony in this fucking thing that I can't, I can't even begin. Yes.
Too wrinkly.
Yeah, it's
I was hoping you would catch that. Ooh, I am excited
Yeah, I know.
about this
Yeah,
one.
I told you.
I am excited about this one. I'm a little sad because the camera is in front of the comments, so I can't quite read what the comments say, and I'm a little sad because of it.
Brainbug,
personally.
hold on. Brainbug said, Doc Holliday is here. I'm not gonna do the line.
Aw.
Johnny Ringo. Not the one you thought I would do. Is it?
I love it. I love it. And I love you. All right. This one's entitled Abortion.
I really wish that I had like a theme song for that or something.
The Dancing Baby from Ally McBeal.
Oh, not cliche.
No, like the ooh, good. Anyway, you should not mislead people about what God says about abortion. Exodus 21 clearly says life for life. A baby can survive if born as early as 21 weeks. You better do a few more Bible studies. Dennis Harder. Hey, Dennis, honey. Dennis, honey. I'm about 85% sure that the earliest born preemie was like 23 and a half weeks. And that kid spent like a year in the hospital. That's, yeah. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am.
Well, my thing with this is, yeah, Exodus is very specific in that if you kick a woman and she's pregnant, um, they don't count that the fetus as a life.
Yeah.
And that's in Exodus 21. As you're, isn't that the one you quoted?
Yeah.
Dennis, try harder.
Bitter water.
That's his last name. It's Harder. Padum Ching. This one is self-explanatory and it's called Godless. Engineer wasn't after it though, so intellectually bankrupt Dean here. Well, this works on so many different levels. Anyways, says there is no good in a godless society. In a godless world, there is no moral laws. I went Southern again, goddamn. This is where I'm from, and don't you say anything about my goddamn heritage. Fucking Antifa. You are
violence.
You are only proving how dumb you God-rejecting people are. You godless people have no moral foundation. Is lying in their book. They promote the religion and cult of atheism. Godless worldview, there is no such thing as good. There is no morality in a godless world view. Humanist is purely a satanic religious cult. Just like atheism is, comma, period, hyphen. Dean Festiger.
That's a great last name.
Thank you, Dean.
Festiger. That's really, like, I think I'm going to change my last name to Festiger.
I gotta go back and watch and see how red my face was getting.
Pretty red.
That is a difficult
Yeah.
attitude. Man, I can't. Uh, 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 I have to say, I don't know how people stay like just so all the time like.
I don't know. I don't get it either. I'm too like woosah. Yeah.
Watch.
And yeah. And check
Do you
your
have your
pulse.
watch?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. All right.
Pretty high.
This one is entitled FFRF. It's FFRF, I promise.
In case you're wondering.
Yeah. This organization needs to close. Our foundation as a country is based on Christ and the recognition that we are all under God! Exclamation point. I pray that you change your ways and he forgives you all from the terror that you breed. God have mercy for your souls. You're the problem, not the solution. Scott Dantang. He spells his name with one T, Scot. And it's sort of like when people named Matt spell their name with one T.
Mm-hmm.
It's just wrong. It's unnatural. It's a slippery slope. It really is. Like, before you know it, we're not going to have any consonants at all.
It's like the gays are replacing all the straight people. Seems like it's not true. I don't know, man. I'm not really good at these whole, like, I don't really do cliches and like that type of stuff. Like, I realize like what Antifa is. You know what I mean? Like, I realize what the connotation of Antifa is, and yet it still like it doesn't resonate here with me. And oh yeah, definitely like. Just can feel myself. I'm like, I'm the Antifa, going to start wildfires already. It's like I can't stop myself. I'm gonna do it right now. Like, no, right? Jeez. Hey Nate, are you reading chat? I'm always reading chat. Yes, I'm sorry that I mistook you for somebody else yesterday evening when I read your comment. You're a good guy or gal. However, I don't really know.
Person.
I think. Camera. This one. If you don't have this much fun with what you're doing, I wonder what you are actually doing. Everything that you do that is a labor like this should be something that's fun. And thankfully, we do that. And that the fact that I can do that and have Susan next to me who laughs at my really bad jokes is my favorite thing.
Aw, I think you're punny.
All right.
You are pun-believable.
What's funny is that this one is entitled Biting My Tongue. I am a Christian. Clip that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Ellipses. That said, I have some decidedly unchristian things to say to you regarding your recent threats of a lawsuit. I appreciate people that do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just so you know, you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and just take off like my Samsung shirt. Now let me tell you what I really think. You know what I mean? Let me just take off my cross and let me just go ahead and like take off. All right, let me just take off this cross tattoo. You know, like now that I'm a godless fucking heathen. No, yeah. I do hope that you see the irony in bullying people for what they believe, comma, as that seems to be the sole purpose of your organization's existence, comma, yet, comma. You can't just sit idly by and tolerate, another keyword, you hobgoblins. Like that. Like so much but don't understand fully that you are not the majority. I'm not going to shout or even espouse hellfire and damnation, as that would only fuel your hatred for every human being other than the infinitesimally small minority. Quinn Percolast.
Aww.
You are correct. We were unaware that we're the minority. Not that you really... I'm certain, allegedly, that we're not the only minority you're not a fan of.
Damn.
I'm saying you're racist.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're racist.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot
there you
one.
go.
See?
All right. Oh, is this the last one? It looks like this is the last one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
All right. This one is entitled Go Away. Sadly, it does not say, or I will taunt you a second time.
Also, John Cleese.
Oh, fuck, man. He's pulling a Dawkins. He really is. All right. You are a bunch of atheists who get offended by religious people is absolutely hysterical. It sounds like you are all nothing but a bunch of lawyers trying to find ways to sue people and make money. As the saying goes, ... comma, the only good lawyer is a dead lawyer.
Oh, shit.
Now stop bothering people, you fucking assholes. When the time does come, you will get what is coming to you. John Abbey. John, buddy, let's talk. Let's have a little talk here. I know that you and your friends are really big fans of the First Amendment and free speech. And you think that unrestrained speech is the best kind. But see, here's the problem. There's a thing called threats. John, honey, that's a fucking threat. So, learn from your mistakes. I think you should. I'm just saying. Get excited.
Yeah, and Maya is correct, by the way. I'm looking at my phone where I can see those as well. I can actually see the comment you put on the YouTube video prior to it popping up inside of Streamlabs OBS. And by the way, we're using like an Elgato, like pretty well across the board, along with NVIDIA Broadcast. So if any of y'all motherfuckers want to, I don't know, throw a couple of dollars.
Patreon.
That was really cool because it, like, whenever you put your arms up, it totally blurred you out of the video. Selena, by the way, birthday today.
Yes. Selena Quintanilla Perez.
But no, I'm saying not the Patreon. I'm actually talking to you, Streamlabs and Elgato, which is owned by Corsair, and
Oh, you want sponsors?
and Nvidia. Y'all want to just make it rain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It'll be okay. And because trust me, Elgato, owned by Corsair, you got a good bit of our monies. But there, I got it. There it was, and it looks great. I really like it. But but your Maya, your comment popped up on here on YouTube on the video prior to it popping up in our Streamlabs. That was really cool. Maya said, "Funny how offended people get when you're trying to take their rights away, or their life in this case. Chill, dude." Yeah. The thing was with that was like he was like, "You sound like a bunch of lawyers." Okay. Like, congraties, because that's and then like there's a lot of that's just going. I was sitting here, I was like, that's true, and that's true, and you're trying to make money, absolutely, and I'm like, but then it goes to this whole, when it's like these are literal threats. Like I'm basically saying he's gonna come and kill somebody.
Yep.
Man,
that was the last one.
Yeah, it is. It was. Hey, speaking of, we said with apologies to Andrew Seidel. That guy. Why do I see Mike Lindell on the bottom of this shit? But Andrew is right. Wow, that's a really good thing. Somebody needs to snip that shit and use that because that is amazing.
I'm gonna do that, and
that is like a Photoshop.
I'm gonna Instagram it because he follows me on Instagram.
I need him. I need to bring this right here, and whenever this because we obviously save this. Whenever it comes to this, like I'm gonna bring it forward on the video, and I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm gonna send it to him. Be like, "Yo, Andrew, you were in our video. Look at you." Let me stream through, rapidly go through a couple of things right here. Andrew, sexy as fuck. All right, we already know that. Also, wearer of atheist Captain America shirts. This one says, they said, what?
I got him that tie bar.
Oh, yeah, got me one too.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg one. I don't know if he's worn it yet. Need to ask.
This, yeah, you definitely do need to. I think he did. But this is called, they said, what? And we might go through these real quick too. This one, becoming too closely aligned with militias, is that a bad thing? That's Ryan Kelly, lead organizer of an armed protest at the Michigan State House in April, quoted upon announcing his bid for governor. That was in the New York Times on February 9th. And the next one says, these are literal quotes. You can Google them. Not every issue is equal. This abortion is what he's talking about here, is not climate change or immigration of taxes. I imagine that's a mistype, or taxes. The sanctity of human life from conception to natural death is a non-negotiable part of Catholic self-understanding. His name is Jose Gomez, Archbishop of Los Angeles, president of the U.S. Catholic Bishops' Conference, unilaterally condemning President Biden's support for abortion rights in a statement issued on Inauguration Day. That contrasted its Inauguration Day welcome in 2017 to Donald Trump. That was in the Los Angeles Times on the 8th of February. Another one, if they start canceling these American presidents, talking about George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and James Monroe and Andrew Jackson and all these motherfuckers who own slaves, that's what we're talking about, totally should be canceled. Anyways, cancel culture and Antifa.
Loading comma violence.
They're gonna come after Bible characters next. Mark my words. That was Fox News host Bill Hemmer on the 19th of February. I remember that.
I do too.
How can we come after Bible characters? You think some people were real, and they were not. Jesus, though, was. Here, read this. Start right there with that one. Yeah, you can read a couple.
All right.
You can.
Thank you. It is a fiction that has been created by some people. There is no establishment of religion. That is very different than the prevention of religion. It's from Florida State Rep. Randy Fine, sponsor of a bill mandating moments of silence at the beginning of the school day. That was in Florida Politics on February 16th. He just does not. I don't think he understands.
Well, I mean,
come on. All right. Notes on the events of January 6th. The illusion of a participatory democracy has been burst. You already live in a cult/theocracy. I offer you Christian liberty in a Christian nation. From Fritz Berggren, I don't know, a mid-ranking Foreign Service officer in the State Department, in a blog post shortly after the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. Berggren, for several years, has been publicly calling for the establishment of Christian nation-states. Jesus fucking Christ.
Theocracies.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, yay! I get to read this one. Well, I'm telling you that when you get that, what do you care what someone else does if that person wants to come to a mall and they don't want to get a vaccine? This is our bodies. This is Mark of the Beast stuff. That one is from the one and only Mike Lindell, My Pillow CEO.
I fucking knew it.
On how vaccines are allegedly, according to quasi-religious conspiracy theory, quote, the work of the devil, and that a person is unwittingly pledging allegiance to Satan. That one's from The Independent from March 2nd. There you go. They said, what?
That is phenomenal.
Right.
Said Andrew was good people. I agree with you. Apostevist? I don't know how to say that.
I'm sorry.
You're killing me here. Maya said, I feel like I'm more pro-life than any devout Christian I've ever met. I added the word ever in there. I apologize. I'm not sorry. Um, how can you claim morality when you hand the kid a pair of bootstraps as soon as it comes out and walk away?
Mhm.
Let's see here. There's only a couple of more here, a couple of more of them here, and then we will be done for the evening. Andrew's book is right here, by the way. Well, I mean, it's a picture of the book. This is the quote here. These are quotes from people who are famous and or hold public office. When men or women claim to be able to choose their own sexual identity, they're making a statement that God did not know what he was doing when he created them. When a nation's laws no longer reflect the standards of God, that nation is in rebellion against him and will inevitably bear the consequences. That's from Representative Greg Stube, the Republican from Florida, or Stube? Stoiba. Sure, go with that one. Sounds more German.
German.
I'm like a Nazi, so. During a House debate ahead of a vote on the passage of the Equality Act. You know, the Equal Rights Act.
Yeah.
You know, that thing that will guarantee equal rights.
Yeah.
Regardless of gender and on the basis of sex. We had a whole movie about this. I feel like there was a person who was kind of important that like argued this case in the 1970s inside of the Colorado Supreme Court. I feel like that just seems important.
I have her Funko Pop.
She does. Got it for her last year.
Work.
Which would ban discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. That. Representative Jerry Nadler responded perfectly. Ahem. Mr. Stoiber. What any religious tradition describes as God's will is no concern of this Congress. We got 2 mics we can drop all over the fucking place. We're not gonna because they're expensive and it break. We don't need all that.
Yeah, no.
But Jesus Christ.
Where?
Camera. I feel like, I'm sorry. It says, almost all pro-lifers will take selfies with AR-15s, AK-47s, and are pro-war.
Yup.
Pro-life, my arse. Appreciate
Pro-death
you.
penalty, too.
It says, they are misogynists who cannot stand women having rights over their own bodies. You are motherfucking correct, as Maya aptly put it. Arrow, arrow, arrow. If America loses its white demographic core, and if it loses its faith in Jesus Christ, then it is not America anymore. Our good friend Cyrus the Skeptic will know this person as Nick Fuentes, the organizer and host of the, quote, America First Political Action Conference, which was held concurrently in Orlando, Florida, at the same time as CPAC. That was in Forbes on the 27th of February. What is a white demographic core?
And why is somebody with the last name Fuentes, who appears to be a minority?
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at Andy Ngo, right?
That's true.
Andy Ngo is, last checked, not white. And yet he is constantly espousing far white nonsense and lying all over the internet and trying to get people to come and hurt people of color.
Yeah.
He's not white. And then you got the guy that's also from Vancouver, right across where Proud Boys are like based, you know, and he is also Eastern Asian. I forget what.
I don't know.
I forget the exact country, but he's the one who supplied the like the bandwidth and the servers to keep these white nationalist folks online.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but do you think that white nationalists like you I mean, maybe more than they like, you know, black people? You know,
Yeah.
maybe, but they don't like you.
No.
I don't. It's like Ben Shapiro, right? He has an incredible amount of Nazis That, and he is decidedly, not decidedly, but he is Jewish.
Yeah.
But he uses Nazi talking points.
He does.
What?
He does.
Who took away his dog whistle? Yeah, they're not even trying anymore. It's just, they are just doing it. And then finally, as I moved in from racism, and then finally, I have done some research and would like to share it with you on the physical and emotional and even mental injury to our bodies and possibly even our souls, as healthy individuals are required to wear face masks. Idaho Republican State Representative Carrie Hanks, no relation, speaking in favor of a bill that would prohibit any mask mandates issued by local government officials. As you mentioned, Maya, and as you mentioned, Submarine 1964, pro-life, I guess. Closing thoughts?
It's amazing how people who claim to be so loving, so fucking hateful. That always just, it boggles my mind, honestly. Also, happy birthday, Selena. She would have been 50 today.
Yeah, she would have, huh? Yeah, I mean, I think that I just mentioned that a little bit ago, and ordered, I think, a Funko Pop or two of hers
a while back.
Turns out they're in short supply, I guess. This was fun, and we're gonna hop off. Thanks. This has been 3 days in a row we're streaming. Are we gonna go for 4 tomorrow? I mean, unless she makes something, I doubt it. Because it takes me, whenever I do things that are scripted, it takes me some time to make those. It takes me time to put things into the Elgato Stream Deck. That is, by the way, what this is right here. This is actually,
it's a good investment.
Yeah, and it's an incredible investment. And this one though is the amount of keys that I'm actually using on here is nothing compared to. Let me see if I can actually. Oh, the XL is phenomenal. Let me see if I can go to like the different profile here. The default one doesn't have anything. This one, and
did it change?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely changed on there.
Oh, okay.
And this one has like multiple folders and everything built into it. This is actually what I used yesterday.
Yeah.
For yesterday's stream where I was for Easter, the Easter stream, and so this thing is phenomenal. If you're going to stream or if you're going to do anything like that, and you don't have an Elgato Stream Deck, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know, not what you're doing, but I don't know how you're doing it.
Right?
Because you're better at it than I am.
Yep.
But it has been, yeah, I appreciate that other people write Tucker's name with 3 Ks.
Yes.
Yeah. But I can appreciate everybody that's also been here. You folks matter a lot to us. We have, as you can see, made some changes. I got the green screen that we do use behind us, but it's super blurred out. Yeah. Technology. And we are planning other things into the future. Talking about this evening even. And there it is again. See? Yeah. There it is. That's what I was talking about earlier. Antifa is taking away my voice.
Loading.
They're taking away my voice, and I just want to be First Amendment. Facebook. I don't know where that one came from, but thank you so much for being here. We are incredibly humbled for all of you that come and watch what we make. And we really are. We are so grateful for all of you. And we want you to know that we are also here for you. If you ever have any concerns, not about this. If you have concerns about this, please let us know. But any concerns that you might have, if you are going through something, you can DM me on Twitter, PDX Secular Guy. You can, I don't know, I'm not going to speak for Susan. I'll let her speak.
Well, yeah, they can also DM me. I'm Motel Cowboy. Or they can also email us They can email us at divinedisbelief@gmail.com. We get a lot of junk email, so it'd be nice to have something that was like not junk.
Yeah, I would actually like to get some hate mail. To be honest with you,
Ooh.
I haven't gotten any, like we've had some fairly, like I did the historical Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that video, and now mind you, my Twitter post has been fun. I had been trying to bait some people on there today. Just didn't work.
No.
I was like, I didn't know the historians and scholars didn't accept Paul and Josephus as because they're not contemporaneous. I didn't know they didn't accept them as independent sources for the historical Jesus or anything else either. Nobody bid on that.
No.
A little upset, honestly. And like, you should be like, oh wait, they do, and I'm like, what? You mean they do? And you know, um, and we don't get like any negative comments really. And yesterday apparently got like downvote bombed, but vote up and down votes don't matter on YouTube. The algorithm, all the algorithm knows is that y'all motherfuckers came in and voted, and like you clicked on it, which means engagement, which means that it gets more views.
Yeah.
That's all it means. So it doesn't matter how much you downvote. It doesn't. Downvote for days. Give me 90,000. Oh my God, if we got 90,000 downvotes, 90,000 people at least clicked on our video. That'd be.
Please don't downvote us. Just for the sake of my ego. And with that,